Should Las Vegas be shut down again? Should we shut down the Strip? Should we shut down all businesses again? Forget about just Clark County. Forget about Las Vegas. Should the entire country shut down again? Should we be sending our kids to school? That's the other question I ask. My answer to that, my opinion on that is no. We probably shouldn't. And I think what has happened at this school in Georgia, North Paulding High School, is probably going to happen throughout the country. Kids are going to get sick. They're not practicing social distancing. It is almost impossible to police, just as I said it is almost impossible to police in the casinos. 702-257-5396 is the number to call. Why don't we go to Donnie? Donnie, you're first up on the Vegas Take. What's going on?
How you doing, guys?
What's up, Donnie?
All right. I just want to call in and talk about this. You talk about schools, and my son has had to already repeat. He's going to kindergarten for the second time now because of the coronavirus, and now it's all distance learning. And I feel like right now we care about the older people in our country more than we do the kids. I feel like that's a huge thing right now.
That's interesting. Yeah. That's interesting what you just brought up, and I don't disagree with you, by the way, Donnie. And listen, Donnie, I understand if you're an older person and you have underlying health conditions, you know, you're the type of people that are going to be affected by this perhaps the most. But with that being said, you know, this is also dangerous for kids in the aspect they could be asymptomatic. They don't know it. They could give it to other family members. While it's very rare for a child to die from this virus, it has happened. Why do you think that is? Why do you think that there are so many people, particularly on the right, that are just very dismissive about this and think that your kid should go back to school?
Well, I'm in the camp where I think my kid should go back to school because he doesn't learn distance education very well at all. And there's a lot of kids who don't learn distance education. And we have to find ways to teach these kids that can't learn the distance education very well. Or parents who work full-time. Both of us work full-time jobs. How are they gonna teach these kids? You know, it's not gonna happen. You're gonna see school, like the education levels, go even more down in Clark County when they're already terrible. And if casinos can be open, my thing is schools can be open.
Okay, so let me go with that for a second. I've been one of those people that, and I appreciate the call, by the way, Donnie. Thank you. I have been one of those, and I hope your kids are safe. I've been one of those people from the start that have, you know, at least since Governor Sisolak opened up the casinos again, I said it was wrong. I said he made a mistake. And now he's been so inconsistent with what he's been doing. And what I mean by that is this. You know what's happened with a lot of these bars that don't serve food. They've shut down. So I think it's very dangerous to have that opinion. I think it's very dangerous to have the opinion of, well, casinos are open, so why can't we open up everything else? Two wrongs don't make a right. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. The casinos should not be open right now. They just simply shouldn't be open. 702-257-5396. Let's go to Paul. Paul is next on the Vegas Take. Paul, what's up?
Hey, guys. You know, it's not just the right that says it's okay to go back to school, because I know Cuomo has given the permission for New York schools to open up, and another Democratic I think governor has done the same.
Oh, listen, when I generalize, I'm not saying that there are absolutely no people on the left that are, you're right, there are some people on the left that are, I just disagree with all of them, but I think you understand what I'm saying is most people on the right are pushing this narrative.
I think what it is I'm 60, and I've been working throughout this pandemic. I was working 60 hours a week at one point. So I think what maybe you don't understand about the reason that some people have the same mentality as me is when this first came out, my heart dropped. I thought, oh, my God, I'm going to lose my job. And I was almost relieved, or actually I was relieved at the fact that instead of losing my job, it's risky that I have to work, but I'm still able to pay my bills and feed my family.
Well, I'm happy.
And I think the right is that way.
Listen, I understand where you're coming from, Paul, and let me just say this before we go to break. There are no winners here. Let me be very clear on this. This coronavirus, this pandemic, has screwed everybody in one way or another. Sadly, if you haven't lost your life, if you're not dead or you haven't contracted the virus, there are people suffering throughout the country tremendous economic hardship. Maybe you've lost your business. Maybe you lost your job. Maybe you weren't able to collect employment. There are no winners in this situation. It sucks for everybody. Now, there are different levels, right? Some people are still able to work, but it's affected everybody negatively in one way or the other. There are no winners here. Whether we shut down the economy or not, there are no winners in this situation.